Thank you for welcoming me. So today, in front of all of you, I must confess to an addiction. It started in the year 2000, and it has been eating me ever since. Like most people, when I first tried my addiction, I thought I was strong enough to try it once and then quit. But the truth is, I never did. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've co-founded more than 30 B2B companies in 6 countries. I bought 12, I sold and I merged many. As I speak with you today, my addiction runs so deep that I run Btwinz SaaS Ventures with Didier, my brother, that I'm also the acting CEO of 2 of the SaaS companies in our portfolio. We have 7 more with Didier where we are co-founders. I sit at the investment committee of 2 seed funds. I mentor 5 CEOs to help them be more successful. And I almost forgot, I'm also co-founding Humans with my wife. So this is a picture of my 4th child to be born. Thank you. It's so deep inside me that my fitness coach that comes every week to train me, I asked him to start a venture, an online fitness website. I'm very sad because he said no, Bertrand. So, in fact, I see opportunities and amazing talents everywhere, at every street corner. Especially today, talking with many of you, that makes me feel high. I think there is something serious going on here in Europe. This journey has learned me a few insights I want to share with you today. Most of the time, an entrepreneur will share his journey based on one single point, data point. So, what about the pattern extracted from being co-founder and investor in so many companies? Companies that have been successes or failures. Most of them have been both. What does it tell us about the future of SaaS? Even more importantly, what does it tell you about your future, about your mission, about our mission, our contribution to this world, to the future? So, what is the future of SaaS about? Is the future of SaaS about a particular company that would be everything for everyone? Now, I want to ask you a question. Would you believe me if I told you I know which SaaS would be the next Facebook, or the next Google, or the next Salesforce? No, you probably wouldn't, and you would be right. Because the truth is, no one can predict the future. Not because it's extremely difficult, it's just plain impossible, period. We are all building a ship with a big sail, but you're not making the wind. That's the truth. So I'm going to tell you a first thing I learned from seeing all those entrepreneurial journeys. There is no such thing as predicting success. You can't predict wind. Of course, we'll have very successful companies here, hopefully. But we will know after, not before. One of my friends, Flavia, calls it the spermatozoid effect. Hero or lucky? Spermatozoid effect is that there will be one at the end. But don't make him the hero. They all are. We all are heroes. One thing is certain. On the long term, older companies are replaced by new ones at a faster rate than ever today. And this is the real trend. The company you're building is going to disappear. We just had a talk about selling the company. It is a bad news. No, not at all. It means that new ones will kick our ass exactly like we are kicking the ass of old companies today. We are going to kill old companies as sure as we are going to be kicked out by new ones. Just think of a SaaS company doing 1 million recurring revenue per year, okay? It's a very small size, but if you look at the technical, functional, and organizational depth, this is more how it looks like at 1 million recurring revenue already. You already have between 100 and 1,000 customers on the platform. So change is already very difficult. You have to scale on the same path that you started with. So no, the future of SaaS is not about one particular company. So then maybe the future of SaaS is about a star CEO. So let me get this one straight. No. Things are very simple. First, you build your company from scratch. Looks like this. This is when you're a true hero, because you do something that's impossible. But at some point, when you have established your winning position, then it's your company who makes you. Look at it. You all went through the few ups and the many downs of building your venture, right? No one truly believed in you at that point. But soon, if you're stubborn enough, you eventually reach the success. And now things get easier. You start getting candidates, employees, VCs, journalists, friends and family saying, wow, you're a true entrepreneur. You're amazing. You're from a different kind. I wish I were you. Now look at Elon Musk. You know who thinks Elon Musk is the founder of Tesla? Raise your hand. He's not. Story has been changed to make him the hero. I am not saying Elon Musk is a bad CEO, quite the opposite. This guy is amazing. What I'm telling you is that you are all Elon Musk. If you want to be very successful, sell your first company and start a bigger one. So now the future will not be written by a star CEO. It's going to be written by every single one of us, by a community of co-founders that share, help each other, dream big, and work together to make it happen. So, if it's not a star CEO, maybe the future of SaaS is about technological breakthrough. Computing is still in its infancy. Soon, something very particular will happen. Computer will reach the power of the human brain, and 10 years after, probably of all humanity. So you'll have a brain in a PC or a Mac. So 10 years ago, you would tell your children, please, learn Chinese at school. Today, you better get them to learn to talk to machine, learn to code. What does it mean? First, good news, SaaS is just at the beginning. We'll have more power to store and to compute data, and so we will, as entrepreneurs, be able to solve much bigger complex problems for humanity. It's a huge opportunity. And so SaaS solution will penetrate every corner of the B2B and the B2C space. SaaS will talk together. SaaS will talk to the Internet of Things. SaaS will be everywhere. But what does it really say about the long-term future? It says that we don't know. It says that we have not a clue about what's going to happen. Maybe it just gives us a very strong feeling that something unexpected is going to happen. So don't try to be ready for something. Get ready to face anything. Oh, it's great, but doesn't tell us what the future of SaaS is. So maybe it's about a particular trend. So let's look at the trends. We just talked about artificial intelligence. So Y Combinator, you know, this amazing, prestigious incubator in the Silicon Valley. They have studied the keywords used in the slide decks they receive and extracted from them what's the new trends, what's coming next, the new startups. And it's very interesting because it's a forward-looking view of the startups that are coming. So, first major trend, good news for us. Wow, ad tech is going down, SaaS is going up. So we have wind. So we are going to be successful. That's a good news. But expect thousands of new SaaS every year to come out. So the new company, they are coming to kick our ass. We also see that AI, of course, is growing exponentially. So a lot of new startups that are just entering, submitting to enter Y Combinator are about artificial intelligence. It's really coming. What we also see at Btwinz is that we see more machine-to-machine SaaS. You would call them data as a service. We also see more mobile SaaS. SaaS without any interface. But the trend doesn't make the future. That's short term. Doesn't tell us a lot about the longer term. So maybe, I thought, future is about a place, Europe. We are here in Paris today. And 20 years ago, in Paris, I have organized a European student conference. I was younger. To get people interested into entrepreneurship together. I did the closing talk, and I said, at the last sentence, here, at this conference, we are building the future. So can we be the future of SaaS, Europe? Can we go better, faster, bigger than the guys in the US? I believe so. And if people think we aren't, let them be wrong. If it's not about a company, if it's not about a star CEO, if it's not about a technology or a trend or a place, what is the future of SaaS about? So I'm going to tell you what took me so many years to understand. I learned that the future is about one single thing. It's all about the next generation. This is what the future is all about, the next generation. So you need all to make a success, because the next generation needs you to help them achieve more. Better company, better product, more growth, more innovation, more jobs for people. Journalists often ask me if we are a competitor of people like e-founders, for example, our friends, but they miss the point. We are friends. We have the absolute same goal. We want to make sure that our previous successes help make a new company better, to make entrepreneurs successful. So now I can finally share my vision of the future. It starts with you being successful. So let's do the math. If you are successful and you build your own Btwinz venture or your own startup studio, and you help each of you 40 companies, then we are 200 times 40. We are going to make 8,000 companies successful. It's amazing. But wait. If the process goes on for the next generation, and those 8,000 people, they'll start up their own startup studio and help 40 more entrepreneurs be successful. That's amazing. It's 320,000 successful companies that we are building. And if those companies, each of them, are successful, and they hire 100 people, that makes 32 million people, 32 million jobs in Europe. You know what? It's less than unemployment in Europe. We've solved the issue. 20 years. This is the long term. This is the future. So today, I want you to help me shape the future. So I want you to take two commitments with me. The first one is I want you to never stop until you are successful, until you get out with success and money. Once you've done that, please spend your time and your money helping the next generation. So let me finish with the same sentence I used 20 years ago. Here today, together, we are building the future. Thank you.